would react negatively towards him. He says, quote, "I wanted to know if Walmart honored the Second Amendment." Documents also reveal Ondrachenko told several family members of his plans before walking into that store. Both his wife and sister said it was a bad idea because of the recent shootings in El Paso and Dayton. Eventually, he was stopped by a former firefighter who held him at gunpoint until police arrived. For more on why Ondrachenko was charged, our Jesse Inman joins us in the studio with the details. Jesse.
Well, Heather, these charges were originally pending as first-degree terrorist threats, but Dan Patterson, Greene County prosecutor, opted for second-degree charges instead. Now, Patterson claims that Ondrachenko knowingly caused fear in a public place and disregarded the risk of causing an evacuation of the building. He says in a statement, in part, Missouri protects the right of people to open carry a firearm, but that right does not allow an individual to act in a reckless and criminal manner, endangering other citizens. Now, here's the punishment that Ondrachenko could be facing for this charge. Making a terrorist threat in the second degree is a Class E felony, and it is punishable by up to 4 years in prison and could include a fine of up to $10,000. Now, we've gotten word in the last hour that Springfield attorney Dee Wampler will be defending Ondrachenko, and we're hoping to speak to him later tonight about his thoughts on the case and what he can do to help his client. Now, we also spoke to Springfield attorney Will Worsham, who at one time worked in the Greene County prosecutor's office, and I asked him about what prosecutors may have been looking at when trying to determine whether or not to even formally charge Ondrachenko at all.
Well, generally speaking, if someone is going peaceably about their business, whether they're armed or not, in an unposted location like this building apparently was, there's nothing illegal about that. Where I think this person may have run afoul of the law is in the manner in which they were videotaping people's reactions. Tends to give us reason to believe they might have been doing so to cause affront and alarm, which could get them in trouble with the law.
Of course, we now know that he is being charged for that. Now, it is also important to note that a Battlefield police officer who was attempting to respond to that Walmart was injured after he collided head-on with an SUV. That's according to the Missouri State Highway Patrol crash report. The officer suffered moderate injuries, but the 74-year-old driver of the SUV suffered serious injuries as a result of that crash. Heather?
All right.